it's Catherine Alford here for your next edition of Sensei's Money Reels. Today I'm excited to teach you how to find a really great babysitter. So here we go. Ever since we had our kids, my husband and I have lived far away from our family, so we've always had to rely on babysitters to take care of our kids while we work and have date night and things like that. So I have a lot of experience when it comes to hiring amazing babysitters, and through a lot of trial and error, I think I've developed the best tips for how to find one that works for your family. So my very first tip is to ask friends and family, especially if you live close to your friends and family. And you need to have an idea of what you want in mind before you ask for recommendations. So do you want an inexpensive babysitter who might be a teenager who lives in your neighborhood? Or would you prefer a more experienced babysitter who is perhaps college age or in graduate school, or an older woman who is perhaps grandmotherly to come to your house and help watch your kids? Have this idea in your mind of what you want so that when you go to your friends and your family to get their seal of approval and their recommendations, you can tell them exactly the type of babysitter that you want in your home. My second tip for finding a great babysitter is to go look at your local gym. So if you have a gym membership, you might have a gym that has a childcare facility. I know that the last two gyms that I've joined, one in New Jersey and one in Michigan, both had childcare facilities. So over the first few weeks of living in the state, I would really take notice of the employees who worked in the childcare area. I would notice who remembered my kids' names, who seemed genuinely happy to see them. I would ask my kids if they had a good time, if they wanted to go back to the gym. And I knew that the gym made their childcare employees perform a background check before they hired them to allow them to watch people's kids all day. So I knew that they sort of had the seal of approval. So 2 different times I have recruited employees from the gym. I haven't stolen them, just recruited them for date night and things like that because I already knew them and felt comfortable with them. It wasn't like asking someone to the house who's never met my kids before. So it's worked out really well to recruit from the gym. And the last tip I have is to use Care.com. Care.com is a great service for finding help. And I found both of my long-term babysitters on Care.com. One was with us for 18 months and traveled extensively with us. And then we moved to Michigan, and 3 weeks later we found our current babysitter who spends 25 hours a week watching my kids. And you really need to do your due diligence on Care.com. I always purchase background checks through Care.com. I interview in person. In order to find our particular babysitter now, I interviewed 4 different women in order to meet them in person, see how they behaved around my kids, see how they interacted with them, and just see what they were like in person. And that's how we ended up with our awesome babysitter now. So those are 3 different ways that you can find a great babysitter. I've had luck with all 3 of them, and I hope that they help you too. Okay, that's it for this edition of Sensei's Money Reels. Join us next time at sensei.com. Bye.